Hi, I'm Aletta from Team Oyay, and I'm going to show you our most recent platform updates. Our first big platform update is Enable Popout, which enables you to pop out any Oyay element into a separate window. So if I go to this chat box, search for Enable Popout, check this box. Now you can see that there's this little arrow icon at the bottom of the chat box that you click to pop it into a new window. Another pro tip is with room previews, you can pop them out into full screen windows on your monitors to see what's going on in different rooms in your event as your event unfolds. Our second big platform update is an override element, which is kind of like apply on condition, but you're checking a box to apply the condition instead of adding a condition to your action button. So if I go to Element, Button, Override, I add my override element here, and then I'm going to override text here. So override element example. I open up the override element. I'm going to find the text box, and then I'm going to set the text decoration to underline here. So if I check this box, override on, suddenly that text decoration is underlined. And if I uncheck it, it goes away. Again, this is super similar to apply on condition, it's just a different way to do it. Our third platform update is now you can target your workspace-wide properties with an action button. So I'm going to add an action button by clicking on that lightning bolt icon here. When I open up the action builder, you'll see that Workspace is now in this drop-down. It wasn't there before. And I'm going to invoke Play Workspace Music. So now when I click this button in director mode, it should play the Workspace music. I don't have any music in here, but if you have music, it will play it. You might have noticed that Send Announcement, a way to send a message to everyone in your workspace, is now in your workspace settings instead of your room settings. So if I go to workspace settings and then I search for announcement, that action is now located here. And for those who don't know, if I type in hey, it will appear right at the top of the screen. Another update is now you can wrap names in your participant count list elements. So if you go to element, I go to participants, participant count list. Participant count or a list is something that shows all participants in a certain room or across your entire workspace. So if I go to names and columns, I'm going to have it show names. Then I'm going to add some test bots so you can see what the names look like. I'm going to add my little friends here. And you can see how their names have ... dots next to them, so they don't wrap automatically. If I search for wrap names, it will now wrap their names in the columns. And I'm going to move them out of here because they freak me out a little bit. Our next platform update is now you can unmute and mute a video just by clicking on the volume icon. So if I'm going to add a video by clicking here, this is the candle video. I'm going to show controls for everyone. So now these controls come up, and then I'm going to simply click on the volume icon to mute and unmute there. Really simple. And you can do the same thing in your rooms list. So if I click on this volume icon, it unmutes and mutes the music automatically. There are a few other updates to the rooms list. So if I go to Workspace Settings, I can find them in here. I'm going to search for navigation. And you can see that now there are options to change your rooms list font. So I'm going to change it to Arvo. And you can uncheck this box to unshow your room navigation thumbnails. So now if I go into view mode, open up the room navigation by clicking on this map icon. You can see that there's no thumbnails here. There usually are pictures here showing each room, and the font has changed. Our next platform update is now you can select text in your question board to copy and paste it. So if I go to Element, I go to Interaction, Question Board. This is an element that you can use to field questions during an event or your class. I'm going to type in hi, and then go into director mode, copy this, paste it. Voila. Easy as pie. Our last one of the day is now you can add a text box and then go to formatted text, add your whole paragraph, whatever you want to format. I'm not going to do it now, but with that text, you can allow scrolling. So someone can scroll through your wall of text on that element. Thank you so much for joining, and you can find more of these updates on our Discord server.